A global first, Goku Black is on his way. But should you summon? How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are taking a look at the Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. This is the global first TUR coming for the month of March, leading us into Saiyan Day. This unit should be dropping at 8:30 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time, so that's about 20 hours from the release of this video. We will have a full banners win guide here shortly, but for now, know that 8:30 p.m. HST, that is about 10:30 p.m. PST for those of you over on the West Coast. So we got this guy coming along with a bunch of sub-EZAs for Universe 6 and the EZA Kefla on the 22nd. But the question remains, should you summon for Goku Black? As always, when we make this consideration, we have to look at three categories. Number one, we'll look at the unit itself. What is the unit doing? Is he good enough? And then next, we will look at the banner he should be on. Is that banner worth your stone? Should you decide to summon on it? And then finally, we will look at what lies ahead. If you decide to toss some stones at this banner, what are you giving up in the near future? So let's go ahead, let's hop on in, let's take a look at the unit itself. So from the global producer letter and now the data download, we do have exactly what this guy is doing. So in his base, he is super bosses or corroded body and mind category key 3, HP attack defense 170%, with a 30% to Realm of Gods, Accelerated Battle, or Exploding Rage. Now, it isn't a bad category. It is the first super bosses lead we have on global, and if I'm being completely honest, it's not the best. It's more or less, for now, Texamos's lead. So you're better off running Texamos as your lead. Or maybe this guy as a friend lead and Texamos as your lead if you don't end up pulling this guy. But, you know, it can work. But for now, that is his leader skill. His passive has key 2, attack defense 200%. He guards all attacks for the turn from his entry turn. He reduces damage received by 6% per super bosses category on the team, up to 30%. So, right, if he is your lead, that gives you one character on the team that doesn't have to be super bosses. So this works really well with Texamos. Like if you ran a Texamos lead and then had like one Majunior on the team, it wouldn't count against your damage reduction. He also has an additional damage reduction 30% before attacking, so that's a total of 60% before attacking. He launches an additional attack per rainbow key sphere obtained. He has an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack, and launches an additional super attack every time he performs he attacks 5 times in battle. He has an additional attack that in defense 30% within the same turn each attack is performed, and he gives super bosses allies key 2 within the same turn after receiving an attack. He has a great chance of nullifying key blast supers that are directed at him. Now he can activate a active skill which will create a domain, and it can be activated when all allies in the turn are super bosses from the 4th turn or from the 6th turn from the start of battle. It creates the domain city future rift in time and raises super bosses allies by key 2 for 4 turns. Once that domain is active, it will give all super bosses 10% attack and defense, and an additional attack and defense 10% for those who are also on the extreme class. So 20% attack and defense for extreme super bosses characters. Now, once where is it? Where is his transformation here? Is it? Ah, there it is. Okay. So he has when he creates the Goku Black Rift, he then brings forth his little double clones, and now he's got key 2, attack defense 222%. He's effective against all types. He reduces damage received 66% before attacking. He randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to rainbow key spheres and launches an additional attack with a rare chance that is a 20% chance of becoming a super attack per rainbow key sphere obtained. He launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack, and launches an additional attack every time the character attacks 5 times in battle. He gets an additional attack and defense 33% within the turn that with each attack performed, and he is greatly raising attack and defense for the turn with each of those attacks. So, I mean, basically, he's okay. He's got the Evo Vegeta effect, and Trunks effect for that matter, where basically every time he does an attack, whether it's a super or a normal, he is building attack and defense. So each subsequent attack is slightly stronger. Even better if he actually performs the additional super attack with each one. Now, when in base, those additional super attacks have a 50% chance of being a super attack, which is going to give him a little more oomph, especially when you consider he also has 30% damage reduction. So he's going to be able to tank quite a bit. I think they calculate him out to about I think it's just over 2 million when he's fully built up, when he's got all of his supers, it's over 3 million when he's in his domain, right? He's over 3 million if he manages to proc everything. But even if he doesn't, he's still around 1.5 million with 30% damage reduction post super, right? So, I mean, this isn't the best. I mean, realistically, you're going to have this guy in slot 2 most of the time. So the way I see this guy is his 60% is more designed to just help him tank 1 or 2 AoE hits before he builds up his defense. I don't think he's meant to be the permanent slot 1 unit, especially when you consider units like AGL Zamos or Tech Zamos want to be in your slot 1. So that's kind of where I see this guy going. Now, in terms of whether or not you should summon based on his kit, looking at everything he does, honestly, I would say he's pretty darn good. I mean, he is a great addition to Tech Zamos' team and would not be a bad pickup if you managed to pull him, right? He's honestly, I mean, given that he is a new premium Dokkan Fest character, he is the best Goku Black for that team. Arguably, given all of the additionals he can do, I would almost want to put him above the LR Rose. I'm on the fence about that one, but he is good. Don't let that rare chance fool you. I think a lot of people saw that and were immediately off bit. He's still going to be quite tanky and still going to be doing quite a bit of damage given everything that's being built with each of the attack that he does. So he is a pretty decent unit. So for the unit itself, I would say yes, that is one in the category of summon. But again, this guy does not exist in a vacuum. He's going to be on a banner, and there are other units on that banner with him. So now, fortunate for us, they did share the banner image with us during the global producer letter. Now, we don't know exactly who else is on the banner, but we can wager a guess. So just seeing from here, automatically there is some insane value to this banner. This banner will return the worldwide units, Zamos and the AGL Blue duo, as well as Vegeta and Trunks. Now, it is a shame that is Vegeta and Trunks returning and not, say, like Forku, but I mean, Super Saiyan 4 Goku will be on the Saiyan banner, which will be after this banner, so no shame there, right? We can also see that the TUR Int Gohan is there, so we can safely assume that it's only the 3, yeah, and it does say that in the banner image, 3 of the LRs, so the 3 we see here is it, and then we've got the TUR Int Gohan, so that is, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 5 units, so there's 2 more units on this banner. Probably another Dokkan Fest unit, right? If we pull, if we look at Future Saga, I mean, it could be the Dokkan Fest Tech Trunks and maybe AGL Zamos, right? It could be one of the older Goku Black or Zamoses. But I do think there is one possibility that might be a shoe-in for the banner. And if I can find my image here, right here, AGL Kale. There's a good chance AGL Kale might be on the banner. I know she was just on the Int Droids banner. However, we are getting a ton of Universe 6 6 easy A's in just about 2 days after the start of this celebration. So there's a good chance either Kefla or Kale is on this banner to compensate for that. So, I mean, knowing that, just looking at the LRs alone on this banner, I would say that makes it a must summon, especially if this is going to be a discounted banner, right? If there are any discounts on there, there's definitely going to be a worthy banner for you to summon on. It's going to be really, really good. Now, this is the banner we're looking at here is the Super Dokkan ticket banner, which we'll be able to use those free tickets for. So there'll be the stone version of the banner, which is the one we're going to get tomorrow, as well as this ticket banner that we've been saving up the tickets for. There's also, as we have from Proton here, we have Dokkan Fest tickets, which will be available in the shop that you can pick up. So there'll be like 3 different versions of this banners, 2 different ticket versions. But either way, it's going to be a lot. So if you're pay to play, low to play, there's definitely some value there. But looking at the banner itself, I definitely would give it a thumbs up for the summon. Now, given that, so we got 1 in the category for summon, we got 1 in the category of summon for the banner and for the unit. So we're 2 out of 3, but we have to look at what lies ahead. If we choose to summon on this banner, what are we giving up on the future? Well, immediately the first thing we're going to be giving up next is where is it here? No, these guys are still a bit away. This banner right here. So there's a good chance this banner is running until the 18th, right? We'll have some kind of future celebration going on all the way up until around the 16th to the 18th or so when Saiyan Day kicks off, and this will be the Saiyan Day banner. As we've gone over before, this banner will feature whatever the new Saiyan Day unit is, along with the return of Super Saiyan 4 Goku in the place of Vegeta and Trunks here, and then whatever Dokkan Fest sort of fit theme, right? All of these guys were previous Saiyan Day units plus Pure Saiyans, which was basically God Goku's lead. So whatever it'll be, right? It's not always perfectly consistent, but they'll usually have 1 or 2 of the previous Saiyan Day units, and then, you know, the rest of the characters who fit the lead. So that'll be the very next banner. There's a chance that this character could be better than the Goku Black. There's a chance that this character could be on the level of the anniversary LRs as God Goku was on his release. So just know that summoning on this Goku Black banner is a possible summon you can't do here. So that is something worthy of your consideration. Following that, the next banner we should get is one of these 2 banners right here, Hirudegarn or Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now, these are some pretty valuable banners. They have Majunior, the previous Golden Week LRs. They'll have Fizz Ultimate Gohan, whose stocks went way up with the release of the Anniversary Beast Gohan. Orange Piccolo, same deal. World Tournament Goku, Hirudegarn. Great value, but given its placement, honestly, not a big dual Dokkan Fest you should be chasing. These cards will return on the worldwide banners, along with everyone else on their banner for that matter, which will be after the anniversary. So unless one of these 2 are your big favorites, there's probably not a whole lot you should be going for on this banner. So not much of a loss there if you choose to summon for Goku Black. Following them in June, this will probably be the Dokkan Fest leading into the anniversary, as it's the only thing left now on Global, and then we'll basically be caught up by August. So this will be really good for us, right? We just have 1 Dokkan Fest in August that if we share on Global and JP, we're basically caught up. So this is nice, but this will be the next thing. Again, the value is there, is good value. Turles is good, Yamcha is still good, their banner unit is good, Gohan and Piccolo are great. Stocks went way up with the release of the Beast Gohan. This is a really good banner, but this banner once again is in right before the anniversary banner. So not much of a loss here because you probably aren't summoning on this banner anyways, given its proximity to the anniversary banners. Speaking of which, this is when things start to get difficult because there are 4 major banners here in the anniversary. We've got Broly, we've got Gogeta, we've got the Gammas, and we've got the Beast Gohan. As we've mentioned before, right, the Part 2 Beast Gohan is far and away the best unit in the game. There can be no question of that. the guy broke the game. There is not a single boss outside of the Golden Frieza who deals 8 million on a super that can touch this guy, right? He is the answer to everything in Dokkan. If you are following my guides and you've been saving your stones, you can have up to 1,500 stones for this guy. All stones are probably going to be pointed towards this guy. To a degree, the Gogeta and Broly, they are equally as good. Not quite on Beast Gohan's level, but they still bring a whole new level of power to Dokkan, right? These banners are some of the best banners Dokkan has ever seen, right? The Beast Gohan banner, having Beast Gohan, having the Blue Duo, having the 6th-year EZAs, who we now know are phenomenal, the 8-year Revive GT Duo, right? The Gammas, not as good as Beast Gohan, but still very good. Their finish skill is really good, but their banner also has Future Gohan and Bulma. Very, very good, right? On Gogeta's side, we have Broly's EZA, who's really good. Trunks' return, who's really good. He also has UI Goku EZA, who is on there, right? This is a really good banner, right? And then Broly, same thing. Texamas, his Golden Frieza banner unit, right? The Z Duo. All of these are great banners, and realistically, you should be saving the majority of your stones for these banners. So when I look at what's to come with the anniversary, I can't say in full that this guy is completely worth it. He's great. He's good. Arguably top 3, maybe 4 TURs. I would put him around 3 or 4 to be completely honest, if all goes his way. However, pales into comparison to what you should be saving for the anniversary. But the good news is we have some time. So knowing that there are free tickets, there's likely to be discounts, and because this is a global exclusive and there are, low to play tickets, I'm going to go ahead and tier my recommendation on this. If you are anything greater than 1,000 stones, I would say go ahead and give it the discounts. I would say do no more than 250 to 300 stones. There are likely to be discounts. I doubt there'll be 3+1s, but guarantee there will be at least a discounted round, maybe even 3, but I doubt there'll be 3+1. So knowing that, I would say do no more than 250 to 300. 250 is usually a good sign on any banner to know if you're going to do well there. If within 250 you don't pull anything or even a featured unit, that's a good sign to step away from the banner. Now, if you are 800 or below, I would say do no more than just the discounts. Discounts usually run about 90 on a good discounted banner to 110 on your average discounted banner, right? So 110 stones, that would get you 1 rotation on the banner. Who knows, maybe it's even a guaranteed featured SSR. Hard to say. We won't know till the banner drops, but it's still, worth it, I would say there. If you're anything below 500 stones, however, I would say the best thing you could do is wait until this guy returns. Now, this guy is in the February time slot, so if we were to follow previous trends, this guy will likely return in October post Worldwide Celebration to Global. So that may be your chance to pick them up, either with coins or if you're going to be partaking in whatever that unit may be following the Worldwide Celebration. But if lower than 500, your main focus should be saving for the 9th anniversary because of everything it is bringing for you with those amazing banners. So, guys, that is our recommendation, right? We have tiered it. The unit is good. The banner is phenomenal, right? We got some really good stuff here. And it is arguably a good choice for a global first, but we still have to keep in mind that the 9th anniversary is just oh so powerful and oh so much more worth it than anything we're going to be seeing on Global here in the next couple of months. So guys, that is it for our video. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let me know, are you going to be summoning for Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black? We will probably do some tickets, maybe a couple stones. We'll see how things go. But we are excited to be live with you guys tomorrow with our summons. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.